Wolverine looks ridiculous.
It looks awesome. I mean, everything. Well, first, I was
So
like,
bloody.
man, I wish that was on PC. I wish that was going to be on PC, and none of it's going to be on PC. I was watching mainly for like Final Fantasy stuff and maybe a slight chance of Kingdom Hearts, but
You got none of that.
no. Wolverine looked cool. Onimusha looked cool. All
The
this
Tomb
stuff looked.
Raider remake.
The Tomb Raider remake also. That's like I wish that was coming to PC. Nope, that's not going to happen either.
You know
So
what I
what I learned,
liked?
Ricky, is I'm going to buy a PS5 next year
You, or who knows what's going to happen with PlayStation.
or borrow my brother's for like 6 months.
Yeah, and then Sunday morning is the Xbox showcase, which should be unreal. We'll figure out whatever. It's an Xbox showcase, and then another extra hour focusing.
Does
focusing
Xbox call it Summer Game Fest? Because that's coming up too.
No, Summer Game Fest is IGN, so that's
Right.
they dragged that out for like the whole summer.
Yeah,
Hey
it's just
Charles,
E3 summer instead of doing
it's
one
pretty much
giant
it's like we don't have
conference.
E3, but
Yeah.
we'll do this.
Well, they stopped doing E3 because
E3's gone. Yeah,
all the publishers pulled out because they want to do their own thing
yeah,
instead of having their own stage. They wanted their own event,
yeah. Which I was like,
which I
God,
respect. I respect.
I get it, but I'm just like, come on, guys. I don't know who you are. Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, I missed E3 because like it was one of those things where, like I always wanted to go to E3 because it seems like a really cool time. It'd be like a Comic-Con for games. But it didn't happen. No, the game that really impressed me, the Stuntman game. Because I was busy setting up the show.
Yeah.
And I heard cars, and then I heard the Knight Rider theme, and I was like, is that Knight Rider? And I looked up, I was like, is that Kit? And then I saw like, the like the cars from Death Race and one of the Fast and Furious cars. Like, what is going on? And like, oh, you're being a stuntman. I was like, how did you guys get all of these licenses?
There is a game that's super old. I think the PS2 era where you are a stuntman.
Uh-huh.
I forget the name of it, but I never played it. But I heard about it recently. So this isn't like a brand new concept, but it's still. Oh, it's called Stuntman. It's literally
It's called Stuntman. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Cool. I'm about it.
As soon as I heard Knight Rider, I was like, wait a minute.
It's all all the Japanese stuff. I was like, oh yeah, because there's Dynasty Warriors like Origins or whatever. The new Dynasty
Warriors.
game.
There's what's that murder game that they did where like they literally showed a guy falling off a cliff into a giant rock. It's a sequel to something, but I was like, what the hell is that?
It might have been Onimusha.
It was your Onimusha or that something. Tomb Raider 1 looks wild because like
it's just a remake. Well, it's like a. Yeah, no remake. No, it's not. Yeah, remake is appropriate because it's not the remaster. The one they released last year is a remaster.
Yeah, but like her, like just going through essentially like the Savage Lands and X-Men lore, essentially, or she's just like, I was like, there's dinosaurs. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, no, that's Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider got really weird sometimes.
Yeah, but then what was it? Hey, Charles, by the way, the God of War surprise at the end.
Yeah, I knew. Well, I knew something was coming from God of War. It was rumored because I didn't play the newer ones on PlayStation.
Yeah.
The was it Norse mythology?
Ragnarok.
So, right, and there was one before that. So I don't know like the canon who this woman is, but
they're calling her Laufey, and which is usually like Loki Laufey's son, which is the god of mischief. But she's clearly not Loki. It doesn't seem that she's Loki. She also looks like Deborah Ann Wall.
The sword in the cube was really weird.
She's like, you're a talking cube. He's like, yeah, I know. You want this sword?
The combat was sick.
The combat was great.
The combat was great. Gameplay looks fun, but like, I don't know. Are people love Kratos?
Yeah. So him showing up at the beginning, I was like, oh shit, Kratos is here. Oh, this is God of War.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like he's going to be a part of the storyline.
No, it's a spin-off game. It looks like. But back in February, they announced that they're remaking 1, 2, and 3 as like one collection for PS5.
Ooh, beautiful.
I've only played 1 and 2. I've never played 3.
Beautiful stuff. I do like how in this God of War they were excuse me, how they showed it was pretty much raw footage of someone doing a playthrough, but when it was like start new game, she like woke up and you're immediately in the gameplay. I was like, that's sick. I want to say that's also Deborah Ann Wall, the actress. If you've ever seen Daredevil or True Blood, she's a baby vampire in True Blood. because it looked like I looked at the characters. Like, it looks like Deborah Ann Wall. When I heard the voice, like that sounds like Deborah Ann Wall. Is she a voice actress now for video games? I mean, that's also a great lucrative career path too.
Yeah.
Being a voice actor, it's like guaranteed money, especially if something goes well. So it's called Laufey. So it says it's in development, so I don't expect that to come out until like next year.
Yeah, no, if not the year after. I mean, video games
Yeah.
take a long time to develop. When you actually play them, you're just like, all right, you know what? I kind of get it.
Yeah, physics and detail
with
and movement
all
and
that,
colorization.
dude, it probably takes like a week just to render a cutscene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these. I mean, I understand that why like game files are so huge. Like Final Fantasy VII, their Rebirth that came out in like in 24
Mhm.
was like 150 gigabytes. Black Myth Wukong was 150 gigabytes
Yeah.
because they can't just compress it all into a CD anymore. So I'm like, yeah, it probably takes a long ass time. These games like take 100 hours to play.
Yeah.
I think Wukong took me like 63. And I did pretty much everything. But yeah, these games take a long time and they have smaller and smaller studios because they keep getting absorbed by
Yeah.
the major companies and they do crunch and they cut back employees. So
Yeah. Ace Combat was also an interesting little trailer, but they're bringing Ace Combat back. And Rayman. I was like, oh shit, Rayman's back.
Rayman's back.
I was like, it's cute.
Yeah, so the moral of the story is, Ricky, I need to buy a PS5. Do you have both? You have the
I have
5 and the
both.
Xbox?
Yeah. I have both because it's I maximize my pandemic savings.
Yeah. No, that's. I don't know if I say that's smart, but if you're just a straight gamer, yeah.
It was at the time. I had an opportunity. Did I tell you how I got the PS5?
No, because they were. I think during COVID. It was during a super shortage then.
It was COVID during a super shortage.
Yeah.
I got lucky. So like the Xbox, I had pre-ordered barely. I had swung that. I pre-ordered at Best Buy, so I was able to just go and pick it up on release day. Like I remember I pre-ordered it while at work. The Series X, and I couldn't get through, but I was able to get through on my phone and do a pre-order for the Series X. And obviously, the Series X came out during COVID, and so what they did for that was actually really cool. Which sucks because I used to love video game system midnight releases.
Yeah.
I thought they were just really fun and just exciting. But what they did is they gave you a time slot to show up, and you would be like the only one in the store, and you'd pick up your stuff and your accessories, and then you'd leave and stuff. So they did maximize it, and so I got that via Best Buy. The PS5, which was a super shortage at the time, I just got lucky. One of my good friends is a sneakerhead.
Oh,
And
oh my God.
yeah, one of my good friends is a sneakerhead, and she just knows how to game the system a lot of times. So I got contacted by her. She was like, "Hey, I have my hands on a PlayStation 5. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yes.
yeah." I was like, I'll pay," because I knew what the base price was 500. Like, I'll pay you, extra for whatever because I don't know how you got it. I don't care how you got it. She was like, "I'll deliver it straight to you." Like, she drove straight to my house and hand delivered it to me.
That's a good friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
She could have select you on eBay for double.
Yeah. She then so I got that, and so I was like, whatever, I'll pay the upcharge fee because like, you're doing all the hard work for me and delivering it to me. Yeah, you'll get couple extra hundred for this.
Yep, time and a half.
Yeah, exactly. She then was still in that PS5 scalping game. She got another one, and I was like, "Can you send it to Georgia? I have a friend Charles who wants a PS5." She's like, "Yeah, as long as you Venmo me the money." So we Venmoed her the money. She shipped it straight to him.
Wow.
Yeah, UPC codes and everything. So Charles was able to track as it went via UPS.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily they're not in a shortage right now. They're just really. I looked it up.
It went up.
PS5 Pro is like $900.
Yeah, it went up a lot. So yeah, so like it's like in keeping my PS5 in like pretty good condition because it's pretty much an original
Yeah.
one. I've gone up in value.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So
You
I
know,
saw it at like $900. I was like, yeah, no, that sounds right. Yeah.
for right now, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna buy it, but I was like, that price sounds reasonable isn't the right word, but correct is the right word.
Yeah, with the market forces the way they are.
Yeah.
That's the best way to explain it. The market forces the way they are, but it's exactly the price that it should be. Like, which I'm glad I got it now. And like the one thing I don't like about PlayStation is that, which their user interface is fine, everything's cool with that, whatever, whatever. Their their Xbox Game Pass equivalent isn't as smooth.
Mm-hmm.
That's my one thing. The way that they bill it is a lot better than Xbox Game Pass. Like you can pay for a full year flat out. Microsoft and Xbox will only allow you to do month to month.
That's weird.
Yeah. So
Very weird.
my PS5, my PlayStation Network subscription essentially, I can pay for a whole year once a year,
Mm-hmm.
which I wish I could do with Xbox, but they don't give you that option. I don't know why.
Do you have to pay for it, or is that can you just play offline?
For PlayStation,
For PlayStation, like certain games, obviously.
I don't remember. To be completely like,
So
I
a
don't
lot of
recall.
games nowadays, you're making them online required,
Yes.
so you can't pirate them later. Literally to get rid of emulators like 5 years from now.
Yeah, you need online. You need online capability to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Even if the game is a single player game,
correct.
you still need to connect to some kind of server,
Mm-hmm.
which means you gotta pay for their fucking PlayStation Now or whatever it's called.
Yeah, PlayStation Network. Whatever. I mean, their stuff is good, but like
Stupid.
my one issue with PlayStation's online subscription service is that, and this is where Microsoft gets them with Game Pass. So with Game Pass, anything made by Xbox is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like anything made by their studios, it's all there.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation doesn't do that
Hmm.
at all. So like Charles has been recently playing Gran Turismo,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the Gran Turismo that came out for PS5. It's like a dumbed down, like a diet version of it.
Ugh.
But I'm just like, you guys made the game.
Yeah, you guys just being extra, you guys now just being extra greedy for no reason.
Yeah, you made the game. I mean, granted, they do a delay on when they add some of their bigger stuff to like their PlayStation like library. Like I played Spider-Man 2 like over the fall and that had come out like a year ago. So we did delay it where a lot of times with Xbox, a lot of their games day one will go to Game Pass.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
As it should. You're fucking paying for it.
Yeah. Also, like you created the game.
Yeah.
You should want it to be accessed by as many people as possible.
And of course, it's base edition. You gotta pay extra if you want to get like the gold edition or whatever.
You know, I do know that Call of Duty, they're changing how they release Call of Duty,
Yeah.
which is fine. That I get. It's a big AAA title. You want to make as much money as you can. You own it. like, which is upsetting because I really was waiting. I'm gonna have to wait like a year or so to play Modern Warfare 4. So I'm big on Modern Warfare more so than Black Ops because Black Ops gets on my nerves.
Yeah, dude, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game in years.
Neither have I now, but I had Game Pass. It was great. Oh yeah, Fretch is going to Comic Con in Canada, eh? But
Yeah,
Fretch,
that's coming up.
well, yeah, and my Comic Con tickets are coming up too. Got to pay for those now, but I've paid for my transportation to Atlanta at the end of the month. Um, Fretch, who are you meeting at Comic Con before we get the show on the road? Because I'm very interested in figuring out who you're actually going to meet there. Because it's Niagara Comic Con, right? Yeah, it's Niagara Comic Con. Because there's a con for something. Who's going to be at Niagara Con? I'm looking this up right now. Who are the guests at Niagara Comic Con this year? Priscilla Presley, interesting. David Arquette, the Worm, Dennis Rodman, the guy who plays Rex in Toy Story. Oh, Lou Ferrigno's still on the Comic Con circuit. Let's see. A lot of older celebrities. Sam Jones. So Fretz is saying DDP, the Dudleys, Great Khali, Paige is going to be there. David Arquette. Let me see. Like, there's a lot of 80s characters, 80s and 90s people here that's there. Big Show. Slaughter. I know how much you love. Wait, Kato Kalin? Well, you know who Kato Kalin is, right?
No.
He's from the O.J. Simpson trial.
And he's at Comic-Con?
Yeah. He's a guest at Comic-Con.
Interesting.
Why are you guys allowing Kato Kalin to do stuff? A lot of people who canceled. It's not a bad lineup. Geraldo Rivera canceled on you guys?
Boo! Give me Geraldo. No, dude, he's so old. He's probably, you know what? Fuck it.
Great Khali. Scott Bowman is a hockey player. It's not a bad lineup for this. Oh, Janet Hubert's going to be. That's the original Aunt Viv.
Who?
It's Aunt Viv 1.
Who?
Huh? Janet Huber.
I don't know who. No, Aunt who?
Viv, Fresh Prince.
Oh.
Vivian, the original, the darker of the Vivians.
The darker of the Vivians.
Yeah, she was the original Aunt Viv. You know,
I didn't watch much Fresh Prince.
You should. It's still really funny.
Oh, I know. I've seen clips. I've watched a few episodes here and there as growing up.
You should really
Rest
watch.
in peace, Uncle Phil.
He was such a good actor. Did you ever see the crossover, the random cameo he did on Family Matters?
No, I didn't watch Family Matters either.
Mm.
I was a Full House guy, Ricky.
You know, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yep. I watched White Family Matters. Full House.
Actually, Full House is more just like the 90s Modern Family.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Just three dads.
Really, yeah. It was just Modern Family in a different setup. Well, I will say Modern Family, extremely rewatchable and just ridiculously funny.
Wake up, San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. All right, let me be right back and get tissues because my allergies decided to kick my ass.
Wait, Fretz, which Atari guys?
Yeah, what Atari guys?
Am I thinking of Atari? Am I thinking of Activision? Oh, Kimmy Gibbler's going to be there? That's nice. Good for her. Glad she's still getting a paycheck. What am I looking for? Off the shelf. That's what I'm looking for. What the fuck was that guy's name? Retro gaming.
Did Fretz answer the Atari guys question? Oh, game designers of Atari.
Is it Dan Kitchen, Fretz?
I don't remember seeing a Dan Kitchen.
Let me see, because I interviewed some dude from one of the original guys of Atari. I'm trying to remember who the fuck this guy was. Dan Kitchen. Dan was the original game designer for the Activision. More than 240 commercially released titles, including the Atari. Okay, so never mind. He was part of original founding members of Activision, not Atari.
Oh, Activision. By the way, did you ever play NBA Street Volume 2?
No.
Damn, all right. So listen to this, though. So there's a next-gen game. Not next-gen, but there's a game called NBA The Run, which is pretty much like...
Oh, it's coming out. Yeah, it's like coming out like this month.
Yeah, it's pretty much NBA Street Volume 2 in disguise.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah, there was an open beta this week, and I played it. It's actually not bad.
Is it
it's
3
very
on 3?
arcade.
Right?
3 on 3, yeah. 3 on 3 street ball, crazy like NBA Jam graphics.
Yeah, it looks awesome. We need more of that in the sports gaming world. Like I know because the tough part is the rights. Like football has the rights in Madden, basketball has the rights in NBA 2K, and baseball has it in the show.
And when they have the rights, they have final say of how things look too.
Yeah, if they have exclusive rights, so you can't even like if you want. Like I'm assuming this NBA Street game is just all made up teams, made up people.
No, it's literally just certain basketball players, and then they have their made up characters too.
Yeah, that's typically how
So
it
it's the
works.
name and image and likeness of the star players in the NBA,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. But the genius part about this, after the open beta, because I played the open beta, it was free. It was a free open beta, which is very rare in gaming, like extremely rare. Free open beta.
It depends. Well,
It's in this era of gaming, it's very rare because like I remember when PlayStation had demo disc, and you can just like
oh yeah.
preview a bunch of games.
Let me look at because Hell Let Loose is in beta right now.
And
Vietnam. Let's see if it's the open beta is free.
because
might have just been the weekend. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, so like I know sometimes it's closed beta, or they'll just do like early releases, and they'll figure out the bugs that way. But what's genius about NBA The Run? So they did the beta, they heard people's feedback, and they're like, okay, we heard your feedback, we're going to make some changes. By the way, it's only going to be $30 to buy.
Smart. Yeah, I mean, a game like that, yeah, you have to, because that's how people actually buy it.
Mm-hmm. It has like the same announcer from NBA Street, PlayStation Underground.
Because they do a lot of games will be in like an early access.
Yeah,
too,
early access was
where it's super cheap,
and they already have your money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the game, 7 Days to Die has been in early access for years.
Really?
Literal years. Like probably since I've been in college. It was in alpha. So it was even like before early access. I think it finally moved to beta like a year and a half ago. But the thing is, dude, the game is still like fully playable. Like it's very easy to play. And it's not that buggy. And every now and then they just release new updates or patches, and it's just eventually it'll be fully released.
One of these days. Hey, Taquan, how's the real life treating you now that you're out of college? Do you wish you were back yet? I do every day. You're an adult just like us. One of us. One of us. Anywho, all right, we've been BSing for a little bit about video games. PlayStation just had their showcase. It's also potential Marvel Avengers Doomsday trailer coming out tomorrow, so I'm very pumped about that. The NHL Finals are tonight. The Knicks are in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Sorry, hockey fans.
The Knicks
NBA Finals are tomorrow. Game 1's tomorrow.
They're in San Antonio.
San Antonio, right? Yeah. San Antonio has home court.
Yes.
So, which means
good luck, Knicks. Hope you already have your heart broken, just in case.
It does mean if the Knicks end up, it's highly possible Knicks can clinch in New York, which state of emergency for the entire East Coast. They do what?
They do 2-2-1-1-1?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So New York has games 3, 4, and 6 if necessary.
Yeah, no, they could win in New York.
They could win in New York, and New York might cease to exist after that.
I do like 2-2-1-1-1, but it only works in basketball. Well, I guess hockey too. It could work.
It works in hockey too. I like because they used to do 2-3-2, and like that's annoying.
Yeah, well, because that's what baseball does.
Yeah, but no, they went back to 2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah, 2-2-1-1-1. I think makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. This is the rematch from '99. This is the lockout year.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah, so ironically, it was the lockout year for the NBA. The Knicks were the 8th seed making the finals, which is kind of a misnomer because of the lockout year. So no one knew how exactly good their team was. So the Knicks make the finals. They end up losing in MSG. I remember it's a baseline shot by Avery Johnson, the point guard. But at that time, they had a young and up and coming, like 21, 22-year-old power forward center named Tim Duncan.
Ooh.
Now, granted, 27 years later, the Knicks are in the finals. They're apparently super good.
Against a young up-and-comer. Wemby was his name, Wemby?
Yeah, Wembenyama. Victor Wembenyama. I was like, Jesus.
Dude, Tim Duncan was probably one of the most underrated, underappreciated basketball players in history.
Mr. Fundamental. He was a monster.
Yeah.
He was so good because he just did the basics extremely well. Extremely well. That's why he was called the big Mr. Fundamental. Like, he didn't do anything flashy. He's like, if I'm going to shoot, boom, backboard. it'll go right in.
Yeah. Aim for the square, guys.
Aim for the square.
That's why it's there.
Yeah. Boom, right in. He was just so good. Nothing flashy. He was a swimmer. Like he's a natural swimmer. He's from the islands and he loved to swim. He was a competitive swimmer before he got into basketball, like Wake Forest and stuff. Yeah.
God, that wingspan is no fair for swimming. It's too big.
Yeah, right.
It's too big.
Could you imagine if he stuck with swimming?
Michael Phelps is tall. That's why he was so good. He's tall.
He's tall and lanky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimmers are the best. The best swimmers are usually really lanky. Really, really lanky and skinny. And apparently smoke hella weed, as we come to learn from Michael Phelps.
Oh, yeah.
So we come to learn. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go. It's going to be a pretty quick show. We're talking about a lot of tournaments. AEW is bringing back something. AEW is stealing something from Ring of Honor because why the hell not? You're not showing off Ring of Honor anyways. There's tournaments galore, and God, AAA is really fucking good. So all of that when we come back in just about 3 minutes. So see you soon.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest.
Live from the Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing Kings of the Rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings of the illest.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest.
You
The
know,
music cut off.
it cut off a little bit, but we're back in. It is a weird time in the world of sports and entertainment. The Knicks are in the finals. Evanescence dropped a banger of a single.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
coming out with new music. Limp Bizkit apparently is back in the studio.
What
I don't
year
know.
is it?
I don't know, but I feel like my middle school emo phase is coming back in full force, and potentially the best promotion in all of pro wrestling may just so happen to be AAA at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kings of the Rings podcast. Yes, Frats, the illest. I am your host, King Ricky Rose. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are live currently on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook at Kings of the Rings podcast, and at Wrestle Addict Radio. If you like what you are watching currently right now, or listening to, if you're listening to us a little bit later on Spotify, please leave us a like, leave a comment, share, subscribe, tell all of your friends. And follow us on all of our social media platforms. The links all around are in the description below, or in the QR that is right above my head, or right next to my head on this video. It is also, for the sake of K not being here, and just I'll take some of K's, I guess what K would say in this moment. It's June, and as we know, well, June is Pride Month. As Kay has so educated us, we have brought back our Pride merch line from last year. It is already up on the shop. I'm wearing one of our older KLTR Pride logos, which we may or may not bring back, but I do know our base Wrestle Addict Radio bulls. I guess we call it the bullseye logo, the bullseye Pride rainbow is back up in the shop. It is going to be on the first page that you see. Again, the links to the shop is in the description below. It's also in the QR code. And check that out. So that is going to be up for the entire month of June. So please help us support, because wrestling and pro wrestling is for everyone. With me, as always, the Styrofoam Stallion, the Mayo Mate, the founder, the proprietor, Will Tarashak. How are you?
I like all of those words. So speaking of like early 2000s, dude, THQ released a new video game.
Stop it.
But now they're THQ Nordic. It's an early access called Fate Keeper. It looks like
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, THQ's been around; they never went away. It's just THQ Nordic. Now.
Nordic, yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun time to be in the world of sports and entertainment. Odell Beckham Jr. is back with the Giants.
Dude, he just won't go away. The Giants are super. I saw AJ Brown went to the Patriots. Didn't see that one coming.
Well, he wanted out.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, my fantasy team understands why. they didn't throw to him for like the first 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah, he wanted out of Philly, which is sucky, but whatever. But I was like, really, the Patriots, AJ Brown? But I guess he grew up a Patriots fan, so I get it. I guess.
Well, what's his name needs someone to throw to now that Diggs is not in the team.
Diggs might also go to jail.
Diggs might also go to jail. Yeah.
So I think Diggs has other problems on top of just playing football. It is what it is.
Man, the Patriots just can't get a break. Yeah, Aaron Hernandez, Stephon Diggs, Mike Vrabel,
God, I almost forgot about Mike Vrabel.
It just goes on, and when are these Patriots gonna get a lucky break for once? What a team of the century.
I'll tell you the lucky break was, it's the tuck rule is the lucky break.
Yeah, the tuck rule.
You sold your soul.
Yeah, the tuck rule.
That's what you got. Just so to inform you, apparently THQ Nordic, according to Quan, a separate company that bought all the trademarks.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so they bought them out. But yeah, anywho, back to wrestling. We have what I think will be a pretty quick show. There was a lot that happened in wrestling. There was a whole lot of nothing that happened in wrestling. So it's kind of a weird thing that happens when you have like 4 or 5 big shows the month after WrestleMania. It's just a lot of like, oh, that would be exciting. It's like, oh, then it happened. And a lot of the times it doesn't live up to the expectation. But I'll tell you one thing that lived up to the expectation, and then some, was the AAA week 1 of Noche de los Grandes mask versus mask match between OG El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano.
So many Americanos, so much coffee.
I know. Did you watch this yet?
No, I mean, I know like literally everybody has been just creaming their pants over it. I'm just like, I mean, they almost got me because Netflix Raw was on at 2:00 yesterday afternoon. So like,
and they're like, afterwards, we're going to show it.
Yeah. And like, I started watching Raw maybe like 6:00. So I was like, ooh, I could do this. And by the time Raw ended, I was just like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
It is a very long match. I will tell you that. I watched the entire, it's my first time watching a full AAA post-acquisition show.
Yeah.
That crowd was unbelievably hot. It was packed out, whatever arena it was. Beautifully put together arena. I will tell you, because Charles and I checked the stats. I know you're a stat guy like I am. At the time that what's up? No,
it was on YouTube.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm telling you, at the time that Mass versus Mass begun, over 200,000 for the English commentary version on YouTube.
Oh, geez.
Like viewing at the time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Let's
I think
see.
it was 216.
You want to guess? Okay, so the full Noches de los Grandos, May 30th, 2026. How many views it has? Streamed 2 days ago.
Is it over 1 million at this point?
Yes, it is.
3 million.
1.8.
Okay.
I mean, still great. I mean, put it this way.
Great.
Full episode from May 23rd, 433,000. So they tripled.
Tripled. Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus. But it showed you how good this was. It gave me WrestleMania 40 vibes. There was interfering because it's mask versus. So this is my first also ever mask versus mask match that I've ever seen. So mask versus mask is anything goes. Like there are no rules. It is we have to have a winner. Okay, so anything went. So
yeah.
Oh, so they have. It was great because OGO Grande Americano came out to a mariachi band.
Of course he did.
And then El Grande Americano also came out to a different mariachi band.
A different mariachi band?
Yes. They had a harp as part of their band, and they were wearing different colors. It was so funny. And the disdain for OGO Grande Americano versus the love they have for the new El Grande Americano is night and day. It was like Ciampa and Gargano in its prime. It was so good.
You know, I was thinking about that this morning when we were in New Orleans, and Ciampa's entrance music was just us booing him. Yeah,
so good. I want to say that was, and I feel like, as I think about that now, and just how ridiculous of a moment that was for Ciampa to come out to boos. And this is when Triple H is still running the brand. I think that had to have been a knee-jerk decision. They probably heard the boos and they were just like, don't play anything.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah, let it go. And it worked beautifully. I have to watch that back. I gotta find it and watch it back.
Dude, do you want to guess, quick sideberg, how many views WWE main event from May 28th had on YouTube streaming 4 days ago?
27.
Just 27?
Yes. Yeah, it's my $1.
Dude, it had 140,000 views.
Yeah, because no one watches main event. It means absolutely nothing.
Dude, how did it get 140,000? That's my question.
I don't know.
How many of those are bots?
They try to advertise main event like it's a thing, and it's not really a thing at all.
No.
This is why we need to bring back live events, which are bringing back live events. So back to this. You had interferences. This was very WrestleMania 40 Night 2 main event style. There were people who came back that OG El Grande Americano, I guess, helped get fired. One of them was Ludwig Kaiser's girlfriend, who in kayfabe got fired. And God, I miss JBL so much. JBL's on commentary.
Dude, JBL on commentary is second to none.
Yeah. So JBL's been on commentary. It's with Corey Graves, by the way, who after Noche de los Grandes flew to Italy.
Yeah, I know we don't do King of the Night anymore, but my King of the Night's Corey Graves.
Yeah. Yeah. What a nuts. What an absolute nut. Like, you have to be tired. So they do a spot where Ludwig's now current girlfriend comes in, and JBL loses it. He's like, she shouldn't be here. She got fired. Last time I heard, she was starting fights in an elevator in Florida.
Oh my God.
I was like, who allowed you to say that?
His brain.
Yeah. And Taker's not going to stop him because Taker's the booker.
What's Taker going to do? He already said it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is like, I miss JBL so much on commentary. And then this match was good. It was fun. It was brutal. It was ridiculous in some aspects. And it worked when it shouldn't have. Because if you think about it, like you had El Grande Americano, a German, for all intents and purposes, versus a white guy who's from America.
From Minnesota.
From Minnesota.
Pretty white.
Yeah, very white. Yes, painstakingly white sometimes. And cold.
And cold.
Yeah. With both of their groups of cronies, one group, El Grande Americano's group, being a bunch of European white guys.
Yeah, from the UK.
from the UK. And then OGL Grande Americanos cronies being more American white guys.
American wrestlers.
American white wrestlers, yes. Being booked by a guy who's from Texas. Being booked by Taker.
Yeah, from Death Valley.
From Death Valley, excuse
From
me.
Death Valley. He's dead.
Yes. With JBL on commentary. It was funny. I was over at Kay's watching Clash in Italy, and we were talking about the ridiculousness. And Kay's wife, Liv, was like, "Oh, JBL's what a dick." I was like, "It's just a character." And they were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, he's probably like out of all the people I mentioned, he's probably the wokest of all of them."
JBL, you think so?
And Liv was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, his best friend's Ron Simmons." Like that's just a character. He just plays Southern dickhead races really, really well.
I don't know, dude. I think JBL votes Republican.
Either way, he was
Like that Wall Street, like Bradshaw, like that Wall Street gimmick was probably the closest to actually.
Did that book ever come?
Of,
did that book ever come out? Remember, because like Bradshaw left and he came back as JBL because he got rich and then wrote a book about how he got rich on the stock market.
Oh, I have no idea.
I want to know if that book actually came out.
It maybe. But JBL strikes me as, yeah, he's friends with Ron Simmons, sure. That's like saying he's not racist because he has black friends.
Touche. Cautiously Caucasian. Yes. That actually might be the show title.
That's a good show title right there.
Yeah.
They don't see color in Death Valley.
That's a good one. I do like Cautiously Caucasian. So the match was amazing. I recommend you watch it if you have like an hour of your day to watch it.
Yeah, I know.
As well.
Dude, Chad Gable got bloodied up so hard. I was like, all right. To the point where the replays were in black and white. I'm like, all right, this is probably worth watching.
Yeah, they blooded him up so good. At a part, both of their masks were like half ripped off towards the end of it. Good job, Taquan. But also it started looking like Spider-Man like 2 or 3, like from the original trilogy.
Yeah.
When Peter's mask is like half ripped off, it started looking like that. So all in all, Ludwig wins, Grande Americano wins. So here's the thing: I knew what happened at Mask versus Mask, but I didn't know to what extent. So once Mask versus Mask ends, Gable they stand next to each other, and Gable brings his family into the ring because you have to bring your family into the ring as well. And he rips off his mask. He says his full government name, where he was born, like where he's from, and when he was born. Like you essentially dox yourself.
Yeah, he gave his birthday.
He gave his birthday and where he was born. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh crap. The best part about the unmasking, JBL's performance.
JBL's like, Chad Gable. I did see that.
Chad Gable.
He's like, oh my God, Chad Gable.
It's like, JBL, you're an asshole. You're totally an asshole. But the other thing I love about JBL before we get out the Mask versus Mask was JBL still knows how to kind of keep kayfabe alive. Because remember, so also you had Corey, you had JBL, and then you had Rey Mysterio as your third commentator.
Yes.
So Corey was like, hey, JBL, how do you feel about Rey Mysterio being with GM? And JBL's like, well, we have our differences, but I think it's going to do a good job.
Yeah, because Rey retired JBL.
Rey retired him at WrestleMania because JBL also knows how to stay retired.
Yeah.
More on that later. But I was like, way to keep the story going, JBL. But yeah, no, Masters and Masters is fantastic. Chad Gable gave a great speech. They ended up cheering for him.
Yeah.
Like he was so hated as a heel that they liked him so much. My only gripe with that is that no one gave Chad Gable a towel. He kept bleeding. I was like, can someone get this man a towel or something? Like, is there a cut man somewhere? Also, Holly Holm had a boxing match, which she lost, which I thought was BS.
Ouch.
It was a big sports Saturday. I'll tell you that. Massive sports Saturday. But no, that was fantastic. I would love to see more of Mask versus Mask if we ever get the point. It makes me really want to watch a lot more of AAA. I will tell you right now, it is a match. If we were still doing like big grand, this is a match of the year candidate for me.
Yeah, no, I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot.
They did.
I mean, good for them, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they took this joke gimmick, which a lot of people hated.
It's cultural appropriation everywhere else, but in wrestling, it worked.
Wrestling it works. And funny enough, it's like the AAA fans and the actual like Mexican fans,
they loved it.
It was one of those things. Like when it first happened, all the white people hated it, but all the Mexican people loved it.
Yeah, and you know what? It's because Ludwig knows how to speak Spanish.
That helps. I bet that helps.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, especially when Chad got injured and they kept going with it.
yeah.
So I mean, I thought they should have killed it then and there.
I thought
They
so too.
they probably should have killed it months ago. But what a hell of a finish!
God, apparently the match was the agent of the match was Pete Dunne,
Wow.
who participated in the match, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
He participated in the match, and I was listening to JBL, I think, on Busted Open, and he made a great point. He goes, "If I'm Ludwig Kaiser, I'm never going back to WWE proper." He goes, "You got over in a brand,
Yeah, stay there.
you know, ride that till you can't do it anymore. Why the hell would you ever go back?"
Yeah.
JBL's like, "Do you know how difficult it is for somebody to get over in a position like that?"
Yeah, you took a joke gimmick that was leftover. You got a sloppy seconds gimmick
Yeah,
and got it over.
he got it over, and now he's the biggest luchador in the world for a brand.
Got a point.
pay,
Pay the man. Pay the man
Yeah.
to stay there.
Stay. He's got a Mexican girlfriend, and she's gorgeous woman.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I don't know what Chad Gable does, but he's gonna do great losing to Penta.
he should be coming back to Raw
Yeah.
very, very soon. I wish he was in King of the Ring. He's not, because then they would have to give it away. But he's gonna come back. It was also Chad Gable's best performance as a performer.
Yeah.
So they need to pay Chad for coming back, doing the gimmick still, and doing it so well. And they need to push him at some point. It was great on Raw where Michael Cole's like, "So Corey, what'd you think? I told you it was Chad."
JBL going, "Oh my God, it's Chad Gable." I was like, come on.
So good. It's so good. Now that I know JBL's on commentary, I'll watch a lot more because JBL might be my favorite color commentator.
I'm not gonna lie,
Ever.
dude. I have a soft spot for Taz.
Taz is
Especially-
really good.
Especially TNA Taz, because him and Mike Tenay would just go back and forth sometimes. But JBL is great. Corey Graves is also a phenomenal
When Corey
color
Graves'
commentator.
color commentary is so good.
Corey Graves probably is one of the greatest. I mean, it's hard to beat King and JR.
As a duo, yeah.
Like, as a duo, those two are still the best.
Yeah.
As a pure color commentator, my top three are Corey Graves, Taz, and JBL.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with you. They are phenomenal at what they do. A lot of those and in those positions, as the number two, they make the broadcast.
Yes.
Because number one has to essentially be pretty much a straight man a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Where number two can kind of just go off on tangents and do whatever the hell you want.
Because Corey Graves works well with everybody.
That's also true. He's very adaptable.
McAfee only worked with Cole.
Correct.
Jerry the King only worked with JR.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Taz can work with pretty much anybody, but like him and Michael Cole weren't the best because Michael Cole was still like green at the time in SmackDown.
Yeah.
But yeah, like someone like Corey Graves, JBL are very versatile where they can work with anybody as a color commentator. That's hard to do.
Yeah. No, it's very, very hard to do. So hats off to Corey Graves. Also, he did like 2 or 3 wrestling shows in 3 different countries in a weekend. Like the jet lag is going to be insane for that guy. But yes, Mass vs. Mass. If you haven't watched it or haven't watched Noche de los Grandes week 1, go and watch it. You will not be disappointed. Undertaker's doing a great job as a booker. He's got people looking great. Ray Phoenix won a title. The Viking Raiders or the War Raiders won the tag titles in AAA because that's why they're not around. Omos looked great as a heavy for somebody. So like Undertaker's doing great booking work. It's just when you think about it, you're like, this shouldn't work. And somehow wrestling magic has dawned on AAA. You know?
Yeah, I mean, when something gets hot, it gets hot.
It gets hot.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Can't control it. Doesn't make sense.
Yes, and AAA is going to keep that momentum as Triple Mania 34 is going 2 nights, baby, in the fall. Night 1 at WWE's favorite new home away from home in Las Vegas. Because why not? Triple Mania 30, it's going to be streamed. It's going to be at the Luxor in Las Vegas. If anybody doesn't know what the Luxor is, it's the giant freaking pyramid. So AAA is going to do their biggest show of the year, night 1, in the hotel that's shaped like an Egyptian pyramid.
Yeah,
Let
I was
that
just gonna
sink in.
say. Oh, well, that fits. They're doing it in the Aztec pyramid. Well, it's like an Egyptian pyramid, but
It's an
it
Egyptian
works.
pyramid. Yeah, it's an interesting hotel. Also, it's going to be on September 11th. Again, let that sink in for you. By the way,
God, a bunch of Mexicans wrestling in a pyramid on 9/11 in Vegas.
yeah.
What a country! only in America, Ricky. Literally on the 25th anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, guys, whatever. Because when they first announced Triple Mania was going to nights, they're like, we don't know where night one's going to be, but night two is going to be 2 days later on September 13th in Mexico City, like it traditionally is. So Friday, night one, Las Vegas. Sunday, night two in Mexico City. This is on top of the fact that WWE is like, hey, we're going on a live tour around Mexico, where we're going to have a couple of live events. SmackDown is also going to be on September 11th in Mexico. So we're going to watch SmackDown.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Then Triple Mania in Vegas the same day. So again, let that sink in. Then you're going to have Triple Mania Night 2 on Sunday. Raw's also going to be emanating from Mexico that following Monday. So they are really investing in this about a week's worth of Mexican like live tours, SmackDown, Raw, and Triple Mania.
I know. I like when like Raw or SmackDown or whatever goes on the European tour. Like they're in France next week.
They're in Paris next week.
They're
Yeah,
in Paris next week. I like how they do the European tour because those crowds are hot. It makes the show better. Like Raw last night was a fine Raw, but the crowd made it better. Yeah, I think the same with Clash in Italy. There was nothing wrong with Clash in Italy, but the crowd definitely made it better. I was like, damn, how has no one sung Brock Lesnar's theme song like this as a crowd?
Because I think we're all scared of him in America.
Maybe. But like, dude, they're all like, and such as the crowd played, we'll get into it, but such as the crowd played their part, it was like, wow, this crowd is so stinks, like they rehearsed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they know more of Cody's lyrics than we do.
Absolutely.
Like all of them. But yeah, the Mexico live tour. I mean, there's talk that live tours are returning as a whole.
Yeah, house shows. We talked about that last week.
House shows are returning as a whole. I did see some reports that on the European loop right now, I think they were during the live tour they were workshopping a match between Mello and I want to say Mello and Trick or Mello and somebody on the SmackDown mid card roster. That it's been going so well, they got like a standing ovation and like. For that performance.
Yeah, good man. It's a sign to the agents and the bookers in the back of okay, we got something here.
Yeah, this works.
Yeah,
yeah, this works. That's why live events are so important. That's why Vince loved live events.
Yeah,
you find out who's really good. You find out who's actually popular.
You get to screw up. You get to go make mistakes. You get to have fun. Like it's not
televised.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure.
Yeah, like I remember going to live events. I was like, oh wow! I remember going to like one of my first live events. God, I think when I first got back into wrestling, in like a decade ago or something. And you notice how much more loose the performers are at live events.
Yeah,
they're much more relaxed.
Yeah, it's like you try and get Taker to break character. Good luck.
That was on Raw.
Yeah, that was the Raw off the air Raw.
That was off the air Raw. Yeah,
but like stuff like that, or like AJ Styles would come and go do shit. Like even on an indie show, AJ Styles was fucking around when he was there once.
Yeah,
it's years ago. But yeah, I mean, like it's just like, hey, Lyra, go cut a promo. No notes, just go cut one.
Yeah.
No show. You're facing Michin tonight. Just go cut a promo on her.
Yeah, go have fun. So yeah, I hope this live tour thing continues, and I think it's gonna help the product. It's gonna help a lot of WWE right now because WWE is kind of stale. Speaking of things that could have just been an email, Clash in Italy happened, and it happened just as we thought it was. Except
why is CM Punk on the poster?
I don't know. First draft.
Yeah, right. And why is Trick Willie on there too? And Randy Orton.
Wasn't there?
And Seth. None of these. And Liv. None of these people. Who is actually on the card? Cody, Oba, and Gunther. That's it. And Rhea. Half these people weren't even on the card.
This is what they used. This is what they used. It's wrestling, folks.
I know cards subject to change, but that means graphics are too. Fuck me, dude.
Yes, the results are running down on the bottom of the screen. Obviously, Cody beat Gunther. That wasn't a surprise. Rhea beat Jade. Not a surprise. Brock beat Oba. Unfortunately, not a surprise. Sol beat Becky Lynch. Kind of a surprise, actually.
Yeah, after I thought about it, I was like, no, this is how they do it. Becky
Yeah.
loses the first one and wins the next two. That's just how it works.
Roman beat Jacob 2 in Tribal Combat. Again, not a surprise. It was a very whelming event for me as a whole. Like, there was nothing that was surprising outside of Sol Ruka winning. I was like, that was I didn't see that coming. I also, because I not listened, but last week I was like, Sol needs a strong performance.
Yeah.
And I thought she was going to lose. We all thought she was going to lose. Sol needs a strong performance, and I didn't see a strong performance in Sol.
I agree. I thought it was fine.
It was okay, but I was like, we could have waited on this a little bit more.
Yeah. I was like, there was nothing.
Nothing surprised me about her performance. Like, there wasn't anything I was like, oh, she stepped up in this moment.
It blended in.
Yeah.
Blended in.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think some of that's Becky. Because Becky isn't that flashy type of wrestler. Becky is very technical. Becky's not a bad wrestler. She has creative spots, like when she did that like rollover pin on Bailey like last year.
Oh, that was so good.
That was so crazy. Like every time she'll pull something like that out, but she's not a big high spot person. Her storytelling is more in her bodily reactions and like how she interacts with the ref or how she makes hand movements and face movements. And I don't know, like the match was, I agree, the match was very whelming. Sol didn't really show up. I think part of that is also on Becky.
I can see that. I can understand that. Even though it was a very whelming PLE for me as a whole, I will say Jade and Rhea work really well.
They brought it.
Yeah.
Very, very physical.
Very physical. Like, we talked about when Jade and Rhea met at WrestleMania, how Jade kind of carried the match and it was her best match ever. And this shows that it wasn't a fluke. Like, Jade's getting better.
I think Jade is getting better because she has the right person to work with. I think this shows clear progression in both Rhea and Jade. Jade has gotten better as a performer, and I think Rhea in general is like she's the veteran now who needs to carry the feud for a little bit and carry a match. And I think Rhea's stepped up and done that as well over her past few matches and getting back into that solo. Like if Rhea's your top girl and you're like that top dog in the business right now, she needs to start acting like it. And I think this performance was, she fits.
Yeah. She fits.
Jade as well. Jade's like, no, she fits. She's a lot better.
Yeah.
Way better.
She's
like,
a lot.
Finally. Fucking finally.
Yeah, we got there. I do remember Jade being on someone's podcast where she was like, when I first, like, she's like, my first time in the business was in AEW. She's like, AEW was my NXT.
Yes.
And if you look at her time frame from here now, this is where she's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It works out. It was just it looked different because AEW is the rival and they were supposed to be competing on an equal playing field. But you have to also realize that a lot of people that AEW initially signed were very green.
Yeah.
And weren't exposed to things like television and spots and the hard cam.
But she learned. Well, I think the most she learned in AEW was her character.
Correct. She did
cutting the promo. Then there's just like a year and a half of squash matches.
Yeah,
which is fine because that's how you learn to wrestle. Sometimes
that worked for Baron Corbin.
It worked very well for Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
and then WWE tried to push her as a face, and it just didn't work.
Make her a mean bitch.
You make her a mean bitch because you wrestle different styles as a heel.
Yes, you do.
And it's a little more. I don't want simplistic make it sound like a bad thing, but it is a little more simplistic.
It's
and
slower usually.
Slower in power.
Correct.
And domination. Domination doesn't need to be
that well.
Quick. Yeah, she does that very well because she's fucking big.
Yeah, she's huge.
She's jacked and she's strong.
Yeah, it worked out really well. And the one time it did work for her as a babyface, being jacked and strong, is when they did the whole who took out Jade angle, and she came back at Elimination Chamber and beat the hell out of Naomi.
Ass.
And Bianca had the best Oscar-winning performance in the cage.
Yeah. That was great. Yeah, it was great. It was like, finally, this is the Jade we want to see. But even after that, it took her a while to get there.
Well, they tried to push her as a face, and then
because she came back as a face, exactly.
Yeah, and then she decided to be the mean person. That character, that the Jade character, is a mean character.
Yeah,
it is big. It is I am better than you, and you know it. Kind of an MJF thing, and she's like, everybody is beneath me. That's the character. Like, everybody's beneath me. I'm a goddess to you mere mortals. Jade character, and it works perfectly.
Did they botch the finish?
I don't know.
Or was it like B-Fab or someone missed a spot with the foot on the rope?
I don't know. It's really funny because like they did a foot on the rope thing. Cody did a foot on the rope moment.
Yeah,
so-
that I think that botched because you seen Gunther like lifted his leg up at the last minute.
I think Gunther forgot.
No, because Gunther was
But it was still under the rope, so it shouldn't be counted anyways.
yeah, like Gunther had his spot, but for some reason on that 3 count he lifted his leg up. So I think maybe the ref missed his spot, and that wasn't supposed to be the actual finish, and he's counted through.
I guess.
I don't know because like I don't know either, but like it was weird that they did 2 of those spots for like the finish back to back.
Kind of. I mean, the Charlotte interference was also the finish too,
Yeah.
which I thought Charlotte was going to interfere and maybe cost Rhea the match by accident. Which because I do think they're setting up Rhea Charlotte at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I did smell a heel turn coming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a heel turn. I think it's it's like an oopsie, and then one of them's going to get mad at the upper one and it's going to set up the feud because they'll stop listening to Alexa.
Yeah. Oh, it depends because Alexa got beat up on SmackDown, right? So she could have been written off.
She got yeah.
I mean, we have to see, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think Rhea Charlotte. I mean, we've seen it how many times now?
I can't 3 times, I believe.
I mean, it's not a bad match. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about the match, but there are other matchups. Who else can we work with though on SmackDown?
That's true. I would love to see her work Chelsea, but Chelsea's working Tiffany right now.
Yeah, no, that's not a SummerSlam main event though.
No, Rhea and Charlotte is a SummerSlam main event.
I mean, does Charlotte win Queen of the Ring?
I have to double check. We're gonna review the bracket
Yeah, she's in the bracket because her and Jade are in that Fatal 4-Way.
That is, yeah, which I'm kind of upset about, but I get why we're doing it that way. I don't like
that's why it's gonna be a tease.
Yeah, I don't like the bracket the way it's set up in and of itself, but we'll talk about that at another time. Let's go do some of the other stuff on this card. Cody, LOL.
The match was good until the finish.
It was fine. Yeah,
it was
fine.
like, you name one bad Gunther match. Oh, that's right, you can't. Sorry,
you can't. It's technically perfect.
Yeah, it's a
all
great
the
match.
time. Oba and Brock. This is kind of a foregone conclusion, and I get what they're trying to do. They're like, oh, it took Brock 7 F5s to take down Oba Femi, and I get it, and it works if we believed kayfabe still. The problem is we don't, and the problem is Brock visually retired at WrestleMania, and you talked about him not being around anymore. Thank you, Brock's. Brock got moved over to a different part of the intro. I think they might have started doing Thank You, Brock merch. So it kind of like, and you lost the luster.
Yeah.
You lost the luster. It's like, and then you can be like, oh, well, they're going to have a part 3, which they are, and it's going to be at SummerSlam, where it's like, Oba's going to retire Brock for real. But I was like, he already did
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
I mean, it was a good match.
It was good. Like the constant kickouts. Okay, like I get it. But again, we saw what the end result was supposed to be already.
It's like that would have been a very good WrestleMania match. If they did that match at WrestleMania with the build, I think it would have been fine. And then they do the second match that was the Brock Lesnar, that was the match at Mania, and then he retires. So he retires 1-1, but then he retires. That's the real victory.
Yeah.
I mean, again, WWE is getting good at telling stories backwards.
Yeah.
Like they did with the Roman Punk feud. They kind of told it backwards. Where that first promo was that should have been, like what I talked about with Mance. That promo on the go-home show with WrestleMania should have been the first promo. And then it divulged into, I'm going to bury you next to your father. Like, oh, she's like, okay, fuck me, all right.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not a bad story. It's just the pieces are out of... Where the fuck is Road Dogg? He would have told... he would have knew this. He would have known this.
You make a great point because if you reverse the matches and the decisions for Roman and Oba, it makes better sense.
Yeah, for Brock and Oba.
For Brock and Oba. Yeah, it makes better sense where Brock can still get his WrestleMania victory at his final WrestleMania, but people leave that match as like, Brock almost lost. Like, Brock almost couldn't beat him.
Yeah, like unless Oba wins King of the Ring, which I think he's going to, and then he beats Roman Reigns, which I think he could, and then Brock comes out. Okay. Okay. Like now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Because they pivoted Oba right into King of the Ring, and he looked great on Monday. He looked very good on Monday.
He looked very. They're doing I think they understand that they screwed up in a lot of aspects, and now they're like, we have to make sure that he remains dominant.
A little bit of damage control, sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage control for that. Speaking of damage control, I have a question for you, Will. Are we just losing the plot of the Bloodline storyline again, or are we just rehashing shit at this point?
Oh man, both. Both.
It's like the match was what it was. It was really interesting that it had less interference than Jade and Rhea.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna say it. The match was bad. It was not a good match.
I was like, because we all know tribal common is just a saying, and there's nothing tribal about it.
Yeah.
Really at all. Like they are like, oh, we're gonna use those stairs, and they use the stairs. You know. But it was just a regular no holds bar, no DQ match. And with the finish, like we didn't even get like an USO interference or anything like that. Like the things that you would think might happen.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's the point, though. I think the whole point of tribal combat is just mano y mano, no interference. It's like a respect the family thing.
It's fair. And then the MFT showed up, and I was like,
yeah, Charles has said it best. We're in the 17th inning.
We were still trying to figure out what inning it was. It might be the 17th. You know, and it's one of those things where like, wow, we're going to do the MFT versus the Bloodline angle again with less participants.
Yeah, it's like you don't have any stories for Roman outside of the Bloodline. Why?
His biggest story that they tease is when he ran into Cody backstage.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that again. No, thank you.
No, that story's over. They should never touch.
Yeah.
That story's over. They should never touch. It's interesting what they're trying to do because now Jacob is apparently a part of the Bloodline. And I love how Roman was like, Jacob, you used to acknowledge me before. I was like, he never did. He hated you.
Yeah.
And he acknowledged Solo.
You acknowledged me when you were not in the company. When no one knew who you were. It's like, okay, Roman, who cares? Like, I'm the audience. Why do I care? Do I actually think like, you go home and your kids just go like this? In fact, I bet they do. It'd be really
They
funny.
probably do.
But like, do you actually sit at Thanksgiving at the head of the table? Yeah, probably. But is like Rikishi come and like kiss your ring? No.
No. Oh, Taquan makes a great point. Taquan saying it's in its NWO Wolfpack era.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, LA Knight kind of said it best. It's like, what are you guys doing? Are you or aren't you? Basically is what he said. It's just like, we just fought the Vision. Why are you doing this? And it's like, yeah, your characters make no sense now.
Tyler Perry presents Head of the Table. Great work.
Wow. He's like, Jay, go win King of the Ring and go get the other title. It's like, okay, but Roman, you don't care about that other title. Let's shut up. You mean your title? Go win your title, the one you made. You're gonna hand that off to Jay? Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah.
Because Roman's still like kind of acting a heel.
Yeah.
He did a kick out to the nuts. Like
yeah, that's exactly what it did. I mean, I do love LA Knight on Raw, where he was really just tearing down Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
He's like, is that a 1 that you put in the air?
That was great. That was great.
It's so good. Listen, I'm agreeing with LA Knight. I was like, LA Knight's got a point. He's just like, we're tired of this.
He did agree with Seth too. He's like, oh, you really need help, and it's not coming from me. Nah. And he just leaves. Yeah, LA Knight backstage has been way better than LA Knight in the ring.
It's very true. Oh man, that has to be the logical conclusion. This either leads to Roman versus Rock, or it fades into extinction, and that might be the plan for WrestleMania Saudi.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't see The Rock making that flight.
Saudi loves nostalgia.
Yeah.
And they'll pay money for nostalgia.
Hey, but Ricky, rocks don't like sand.
It's true. They're kind of mortal enemies.
Rock goes to sun, he goes, it's my future. I'm crushing the pebbles.
Oh my God. Rocks do not like sand.
Yeah, Rock. I don't see The Rock in Saudi Arabia because he would have been there by now.
The Rock also has a giant ego.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can see The Rock being like, nah, until we get WrestleMania there.
Fair.
It's true. So Clash in Italy, it was what it was. It is what it is. It's a thing. It had happened. I will probably forget it by this time. Oh God, what? Oh, freaking month from now. Because a month from now, we are going to have Night of Champions, which is going to house the King and Queen of the Ring tournament.
Speaking of Saudi,
Yeah, right. In Saudi, because you got to have a Saudi show at least once or twice or 3 times a year, depending on the year and depending on that contract. So the King of the Ring tournament bracket was announced. We already know that Obafemi on Raw beat Penta, Solo Sikoa, and Carmelo Hayes in the opening Fatal 4-Way matches, because there's opening Fatal 4-Way matches for all for both tournaments, and it blows my mind because we have 4 weeks till Night of Champions. We could have done a proper 1v1 for the entire tournament, because that's what King of the Ring traditionally was.
yeah.
1v1s.
It was also like on one night too.
That's also true, especially Deadly Game in '98, which is a great one to do.
Yeah,
Great one to look back at.
yeah. Corporate rock.
Corporate Rock, yeah, Corporate Rock. And it blows my mind. We have enough time on both shows to do a proper tournament, and we're just rushing the crap out of it. I will say, back to Oba. Oba looked dominant after losing to Brock. One of the best, I don't know who called it, but it was a great moment. Middle of his entrance, Oba takes out everybody and then goes back to his entrance.
And then goes back to his entrance. Yeah.
Beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful work. So Oba has gone to the semis. Like we went from opening to semis really quickly, where we could have had an opening and a quarters and then a semis. Again, we have enough time to pull this off.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Obafemi versus Braun Breaker is gonna be a great match.
Yeah, so we have the other side of that bracket. We got Rey Mysterio, not Dom Mysterio, sorry, Braun Breaker, Trick Willie, Damian Priest is another Fatal 4-Way, another Fatal 4-Way. Seth Rollins, Javon Evans, Tala Tonga, because he's got to do something. Ricky Saints, and the other opening Fatal 4-Way is Jey Uso, Yeet, LA Knight, yeah. Royce Keys, the guy who won the Andre the Giant, because they won't let you forget he won the Andre the Giant, even though it means absolutely nothing.
I already forgot.
Exactly. And Finn Balor, who, surprise, surprise, apparently moved to SmackDown, according to the bracket.
That's cool. Yeah, is it better to look at this bracket and go, yeah, I don't see one SmackDown guy winning anything close to any of these matches?
Yeah, maybe Finn. I don't know. Listen, with a Fatal 4-Way, there's creativity, but it also gives you leeway to get away with a lot of stuff. I can see it's hard because I can see Trick winning, but then you have Braun Breaker. But Braun Breaker just finished a story with Seth, so you can kind of cool off on Breaker. Remember, Breaker's also the tag champion, but Trick is also a United States champion.
Yeah.
I don't see Priest winning this. So the question is, who do you want to see face Obafemi?
Priest is also a tag champion.
Yeah. Who else do you want to see face Obafemi on this side of the bracket?
I think Dom would be really funny.
Dom would be funny. I like Trick just for the back and forth.
Trick would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think Braun Breaker would also be fun, but that's a match you want to save because that's like a main event match.
True.
So I don't know. I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go Trick or Dom. I'm gonna go Trick. Fuck it. Someone else
on the top half of this bracket, it's easy to say Seth could win, but
that's what I mean.
But I can see Javon pulling a rabbit out of his ass and doing it. Seth and Javon, again, if it's an opening round match, that's a great match.
It's a great match.
Tala Tonga Ricky Saints, not a great match, but it's something to do.
Wait, is Montez Ford not going to be on TV anymore? He had his 3 weeks of we have a story for you, and then we're going to write off Dawkins, and then Montez is just nothing.
I would have loved the Montez instead of Javon here. I still like Javon, but I feel like there should have been room for Montez somewhere.
I agree.
I
think you got to put Javon instead of Dom.
You could have taken Penta out and put Montez there. Because Penta's the IC title.
No, you're right.
A current a current holding mid card champion usually does not win King of the Ring.
Yeah, because you don't do double. Why would you do a double champion? That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. So you can see Sep going here on this bottom bracket. For the Roman storyline, you have to have Jay, but I can also see Finn.
I could see Finn.
I can see Finn too. I don't see Royce Keys.
Although I do say Jey Uso pinning LA Knight because Jimmy gets involved.
Something happens, yeah. Overall, I don't know who wins this. So Michael Cole let it slip. He's like, "Oh, the winner challenges Cody at SummerSlam," and I was like, "I thought it was for any championship." and I may have misheard him. And so if it's Cody, then it leans towards a SmackDown person winning.
Yeah, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, Royce Keys, Finn Balor. Oh God, please don't give me Ricky Saints.
I like Ricky, but not for the world title right now.
Yeah, I mean, I also like Ricky, but I don't like Ricky currently.
Okay, fair enough. He's got something. I think he's in the right spot.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah.
SmackDown is the right spot for him, and I think Ethan Page is also the right spot for him on Raw.
Ethan Page is going to be so freaking good in a couple of years.
You gotta let him cook a little bit.
Ethan Page is going to be fantastic. His NXT run was great. He just knows his character down packed.
Yeah.
So to win this whole thing, to potentially face Cody and/or Roman, it's not Oba. Oba's the front runner, but Oba's got Brock, so it's not going to be Oba. And I can see Brock showing up if Oba makes the finals. Brock showing up and ruining Oba's thing, setting up Oba Brock at SummerSlam. It's an easy book.
Yeah.
It's a very, very easy book. So it's a matter of who from the other side, because I think Oba runs the table on this side. Who from the other side? Oba Seth?
I mean, Oba or Royce would be a good match.
But think of it this way, too. Because I will say Oba Seth in the finals, and I could be completely wrong. Because it sets up what at SummerSlam? Roman, Seth. Who can Roman never beat one-on-one? Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
If you're going to do his Roman character, you got to give Roman a challenge, something he's never accomplished before. He's never beaten Seth one-on-one. Seth being king of the ring, kind of get his mojo back past Vision. I think it works well. Again, because you have Oba being the clear favorite, which would dominate Seth, and Seth will sell his ass off for Oba Femi.
It'd be a great match.
Yeah, and you get Oba potentially winning. Brock comes in, steals it from Oba. You set up 2 matches in one.
I mean, that Oba Cody match from Saturday Night's Main Event was the John Cena Classic, the prerequisite.
The first ever unofficial John Cena Classic.
I mean, that was a good match. Him and Cody worked well together.
Yeah, no, it was a really good match. So I don't know. Like I said, I think Oba Seth here, but my big qualm is I don't like the Fatal 4-Way opening format. I was like, you're wasting, you're rushing things.
It's a waste.
Need to be rushed. Yeah, it's not a waste. But we're going to see it again in the women's tournament, in the Queen of the Ring tournament, which is also just a great time because the Queen of the Ring tournament features a current world champion in Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that was my first thing. What the fuck is Liv doing here?
It's a current world champion in Liv Morgan. You have Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, which, by the way, as a Fatal 4-Way, that's a fantastic match. You've got Soul, the new IC champion, Lyra, Charlotte Flair, and Jade Cargill. And when I saw Flair and Cargill, I was like, I wanted to be a singles match, but I get why you don't do that as an opening round match.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. You don't get that. You don't get that away for free.
You have Roxanne, Io Sky, Julia, and Last Legend, which Io Sky already won, so she's already advanced there. Also, it took me a long time to figure out that Julia was Julia because she took out the dreads, and she was wearing like her natural like Italian hair in Italy.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, "Who's this?" I was like, "Oh, it's Julia."
Why is she blonde?
I don't know. She just dyed her hair. I mean, her hair's been like every color of the rainbow. And then you have Bailey, Raquel, JC Jane, and Kiana James. Again, if this was just one-on-ones, JC Jane and Kiana James would be a really fun match. Kiana James has done well in every performance she has.
She's surprisingly good.
And JC Jane just gets her character.
Yeah, she's got it down.
Yeah, she's got it down. And to have them in the ring, 2 relatively new call-ups, JC Jane in particular, in the singles 1-on-1, it's fantastic. But again, they're rushing this. They instead of they're doing it in 3 weeks, and they could have done it in a full 4. Is kind of my issue with this. This is a toss-up too, because with Liv Morgan being in the tournament, we're saying the winner faces Rhea.
Yes.
And I don't think
if the winner faces Cody, both winners go to the SmackDown titles?
Yeah, right. So it's one of those things where I don't think Liv's winning. I think they still want Liv Stephanie Part 2 because we deserve Liv Stephanie Part 2 because they shitted on them at Mania.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like Liv's entrance was longer than the actual match. You know, and apparently it was a surprise to Liv that she was also in the tournament.
Yeah, like what the fuck is she doing here?
Yeah, you shouldn't have a world champion in in a tournament to find out who's going to face a world champion. You know, so I don't think Liv makes it. I can see very clearly Chelsea Green being an upset victory here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Like Chelsea winning, you got to have one upset in every tournament. Chelsea beating three former world champions, beautiful.
Got Chelsea Green pinning Becky Lynch.
Yes, I think they'd both agree to it too. They'd be like, perfect.
I think Becky would just lose it.
Yes, you'd have Chelsea going crazy in the positive way and Becky going crazy in the negative way.
Yeah, with Ref Jess.
Yes, Ref Jess.
A little bit of a fast count.
Yeah, absolutely. God, Flair and Jade take each other out. I think Sol Ruka advances randomly. Because
She's in here too. What the fuck is she?
Sol's in here. Yeah, I will say this about Sol Ruka. I didn't like her promo on Raw. I was like, oh, we need work.
Yeah, no, her promo's bad.
I was like,
her on the pre-show. I'm like, where's your?
There's no enthusiasm. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you reading?
Like, I get being like, you know, the surfer chill back, but like, you are too chill.
I mean, the dude, Matt Riddle had character, and he was too chill.
He was a pothead too.
That's what I mean. But like, you know, that kind of surfer laid back thing is also like a version of a stoner. Like, yeah. You give me no life in your promos.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's really interesting because you think somebody who can be very antagonistic like Becky Lynch should have brought that out of her.
Yes. We didn't get enough reason to get enough time to cook.
Yeah, that's also very true. But I think if you get Sol and Chelsea Green in that semifinal matchup, I think Chelsea would work really well with Sol Ruka with Sol Ruka's moveset.
Yeah.
Because Chelsea will sell for anything.
Yeah, true. I mean, Soul Snatcher's great. Don't get me wrong, but
it's got to be set up well.
It's tough. It's a tough move to pull off.
Like we said, EO's already advanced because LOL, no shit. You're going to advance EO Sky. Bailey seems to be the front runner, but you can surprise people with Raquel.
Dude, Raquel is due for a breakout.
Yeah, and
I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for.
I love the matchup of Raquel and Io Sky in the semis. Big versus little.
I agree.
Big versus little. I think it works out really well.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You know, and then it becomes a matter of who advances. So with my final four, again, I think you give Chelsea Green the Cinderella run. Like if you're setting up a tournament, you got to have upsets in Cinderella. I think Chelsea Green's a Cinderella. Going up against
Nah, she loses to Charlotte.
You think Charlotte advances?
Yeah, definitely. I think Charlotte.
Because you use this to set up Charlotte Rhea.
Yeah,
it's possible. Because I would have loved to see it in the finals, Chelsea versus like an EO.
Yeah, that'd be fun too.
Only because this is me playing a little devil's advocate. We've seen Rhea versus Charlotte. We know how good that is, and that's a rivalry you don't want to overexpose, which they haven't. They've done a good job at it too. But Chelsea's also one of those people who we've clamored she's lost money in the bank. Like she's been so close to opportunity. She's the inaugural Women's United States champion. She's she's the inaugural Women's United States champion. You know, she's at the cusp of being. She's almost upper mid card. You can say that, but it's one of those things where Chelsea can take a loss and she'll still be beloved.
And I think that's what Michael P.S. Hayes tried to say on Untold, Unreal, whatever it's called, where it's like, is she believable as a title holder, like a main event title holder? I think Michael Hayes is right, but he said it the wrong way. It's like she's reliable, she can eat a loss, she's good to put in anywhere, but she's not world championship material.
I think she could be. It also depends on it's one of the things. Is Ludwig Kaiser? Would we think Ludwig Kaiser is like a luchador?
Fair.
You know, and it's not. It's one of those things. Also, like you may not see her that, but put her in position to potentially to see what you got.
Fair. I could see her contending.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Put
see,
her
how
in
the
a
crowd,
good-
see how the crowd reacts. That's fair.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fair. You know what? Fair.
You know, it's SummerSlam. It's 2 nights. You can have an experimental match for the sake of having an experimental match.
I don't know if I would do
Especially-
it. I don't know if I do it at SummerSlam. I'd probably do that at like a God. What kind of paper? I would do
Great
that.
Balls of
God.
Fire?
No. God. What's the one before? Is there one between Night of Champions and SummerSlam?
No, not a Champions is the one before SummerSlam.
Fuck. There's one
Unless
in
you want to
there.
do like Saturday night's main event, which is in mid-July.
You know what? Give her a Saturday night's main event. Yes, that's perfect place for it. Perfect place for it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say there's a middle ground, like whatever's after
Saturday night's main event.
SummerSlam,
Oh, after SummerSlam, I don't know what they're doing after
like whatever
SummerSlam.
Hell in a Cell used to be or would be.
Bad Blood, probably.
Bad Blood. Ooh, Bad Blood's a good one.
She would do great at Bad Blood, I think.
Yeah, I think if she was contending like a Bad Blood,
Mm-hmm.
give it to see what happens. Give it a shot.
Yeah. I still like the idea, like, we're not going to do, they may not do Chelsea Rhea, but I think it's one of those things that we can still love Chelsea as this crazy, kooky, whatever the hell she is, like flavor of the week, Chelsea. But you can also see how she is in a more serious role. People
Yeah.
forget she was like the mistress to like Lana and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, she was. Everyone starts somewhere.
You know, like Chelsea Green has rings. She was in Lucha Underground going off against Penta. She was the crazy bride in TNA. Like,
She has a crazy career.
she has a crazy career. Let her do a more serious approach at a bigger show, at a bigger event, and I bet you the crowd will go behind her.
Yeah, she's so talented.
You know, and again, she doesn't have to win, but you want to, and I think it's a better signal to your viewing fan base and your highly critical fan base that, hey, we hear you, and we're going to at least throw you this bone of giving her a shot. We don't
Yeah.
expect her to win, but we're showing you like we're going to give her this opportunity, and I think she'll excel.
It's like, will you shut the fuck up here?
Something like that. But Charlotte is probably the conventional one that would probably take the whole thing.
Yes,
If
totally,
you're setting up Charlotte Rhea this way, then go ahead.
100%.
Yeah. So this is. All right, we got a couple more tournaments to go through. The Owen Hart tournament, the one where the winner of that gets the face off against gets a world title shot at All In. You know, because apparently AEW knows how to do tournaments correctly.
Good for them.
Yeah, right. So Will Ospreay advanced at Double or Nothing. So did Swerve. Brody King advanced on, I believe, on Dynamite. And also, this is not so much updated, but Mark Davis beat Jungle Boy Jack Perry to advance as well. So you have Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis in the semis. Swerve versus Brody King on the other half of the semis. The tournament final is going to be at Forbidden Door at the end of June. Well, God, that's going to be a really fun. We're gonna have to do Night of Champions and Forbidden Door in the same episode
Oh, fuck.
at the end of June. Yeah, it's also the day before I go to Atlanta, so it's going to be a really wild turnaround for that episode. I'm still going with Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland in the finals, and Will Ospreay wins.
Yeah. No, I think, yeah, that's very good. I could see Swerve winning, but Will Ospreay is your uncrowned massive star.
Correct.
You can pull the trigger at him on any time, and now it's just like, well, why not now?
Exactly. He's just got back from injury. He's relatively healthy. He's doing great work. They're setting up a storyline for him to finally take the crown.
Yes.
Will Ospreay MJF All In main event in London.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Right.
Hey, I told you Darby was dropping.
I get it and I understand it, but I was like, hey, you could have given him longer. Like, you could have had MJF win a Forbidden Door. Like, you don't have to rush that story.
I told you, Darby already beat everybody.
He beat 9 people.
That's what I mean. That's pretty much everybody. They did a speed run, and he had a great matches, wrestled everybody. Like, I don't think AEW like responded to like, oh, the internet doesn't like this, or like, oh, certain fans don't like this. I think that was always the plan. And I think Darby did a good job.
He did a good job.
I wouldn't even say he was transitional. He just, yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
You got.
They
upward
got to give the
momentum.
last pillar a belt somewhere.
Yeah, AEW has the upward swing of momentum. Like they have the opportunity to take a risk, and I do think it pulled off, and now we're back on track.
I think it worked out well. Darby Allin headlined probably the best overall AEW show I've ever seen.
Yeah, like it was a good side quest for AEW.
And it worked. It paid great dividends for him. So yeah, I think again, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, phenomenal.
Yeah,
That's a
works.
phenomenal
That
final.
works.
Will Swerve Strickland in all-in main events are already. Okay, he's already main evented their biggest show ever.
Yeah.
So he's proven. Absolutely proven. And what a perfect person to get Will Ospreay over that hump than Swerve Strickland.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on, as we're going to kind of speed run because we don't have much left here. Moving on to the AEW Women's Tournament, the Owen Hart Tournament. As we already know, Athena beat Mina Shirakawa at Double or Nothing. We don't know about the rest of these matches, which has not happened yet. Persephone versus Hazuki. Those are indie performers. Alex Windsor still facing a wild card who they have not announced yet. Cherie versus Sky Blue also has not occurred as of yet. So this is all a relative toss-up. All we know is that Athena is the only one to advance to the semis. Again, they have until the end of June to figure this out. I have no clue who wins this. I think it's the wild card, whoever the wild card is. Because I couldn't tell you, like I said Mercedes could be the wild card, but she already kind of won it last year. So I don't think they've ever had back-to-back Owen Hart Cup people. But Mercedes also has not been around in a while. So having her as a surprise wild card would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah. So do you think it's Britt Baker? Has she served her time?
What did she do?
I don't know, actually.
I know, like, her and Adam Cole had a messy breakup, but that was about it. Because she's been
But Adam
AWOL.
Cole may not be able to wrestle again.
I know, and like, there was a time when we were saying Britt Baker is like the #1 women's wrestler in the world.
She had a great match with Thunder Rosa. It also could be Thunder Rosa.
Oh God, please don't be Thunder Rosa.
I like Thunder Rosa.
I like Britt Baker.
I like Britt too.
Why not? Or is it your girl Sasha Mercedes? Excuse me.
I mean, for all the reasons I said before, I don't think Mercedes. They've never had a 2-time champion, so like, why would Mercedes redo that? Like, do it again to get potentially the same outcome. I mean, you would only do it again if she wins the whole damn thing. Like, she won the Owen to face Tony Storm at All In and lost to Tony at All In.
True. Yeah.
So if she's in it again, she has to win it and then win the world title.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go Britt Baker, my girl.
Might as well. I mean, remember the time when it was a rumor that Britt was going to be over at was going to move over to WWE, and that just apparently has never come to fruition.
Yeah, I don't know why. She would do great there.
Absolutely, right now, yeah. Could you imagine if they got Britt Baker and they just renamed her Isaac Yankem, DDS?
God, what if she went to AAA and was La Grande Americana?
Undertaker might do it.
He'd make it work.
La Grande Americana DDS. Just still keeping the
DDS?
DDS.
Keep the designation.
Yep. It would be so good.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
By the way, sidebar real quick, speaking of AAA, I discovered they're selling replica AAA titles on the shop.
Son of a bitch.
It's 3 of them. It's the Mega Championship, because obviously, why the hell not?
Yeah.
And it's the 2 mixed tag team championship belts.
If I had more money.
They upped in price because economy. Also cyber. Yeah. Good one. La Dentista Americano. Yes. The American dentist.
Yeah, La Dentista Americano.
Yes. The American dentist would be perfect. Other cyber, did you hear about this ongoing brooding feud, like a kayfabe feud, between Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Jericho?
Yes. What the fuck is going on there?
I haven't watched Collision because I never watch Collision because Collision's a waste.
Back.
But apparently on Collision, Ciampa cut a promo, and tell me where you've heard this before. He had a list of 1,004 reasons why he hates Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw the meme. I was like, that's used,
That's
but
great.
Okay. yeah, it's fine.
Every like 4th one was armbar.
Of course.
I was like, listen, I love a good callback. Listen, Jericho needs something to do. Ciampa needs something to do. Ciampa already got his world title fight against Darby. You gotta give him something to do. Also, people forget Ciampa's really funny.
Yeah, he is really funny.
And working with somebody like Jericho, who looked actually pretty good at Stadium Stampede, give him something to do. Why the hell not? But again, women's Owen Hart tournament yet to be determined. There's a lot of matches still to be determined for that. We're going to stick with that. And so originally we were going to get Alex Windsor versus Willow Nightingale I spelled vacate wrong. At Double or Nothing, and then Willow had to unfortunately back out due to, I think, lingering injuries. Not only did she back out, she vacated the TBS title. So it was announced this week on AEW TV that there is going to be 6 qualifying matches for the AEW TBS Championship for the vacated title. And then the winners of those 6 qualifying matches will go into what is known in Ring of Honor as survival of the fittest. I don't know if you're familiar with this match at all, Will.
No, explain.
So what I've read, survival of the fittest is something that started in Ring of Honor that they took from Maryland Championship Wrestling when Maryland Championship Wrestling folded. Pretty much what it is, it's a 6-person elimination match.
Okay.
So you get 6 qualifying matches, all 6 qualifiers get into one match. Last person standing, quote unquote, wins.
What does that mean?
Meaning it's elimination.
So okay, so it's just pinned. Okay.
It's pinned, yeah. So that's
I don't know why I thought like last man standing match.
No, that would be wild because I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, how do you count?
How many reps do you need?
One, two, you're up. 3, you're up. 3, 4, 5, 6.
You need
7,
multiple. You need
8, 9. He's up. Fuck.
Where were you at again? Yeah. So the matches, the contestants, matches, the contenders haven't been announced yet, but that's what they're going on with. That's what they're doing with that, which is creative. I've never seen Survival of the Fittest. I saw the Wikipedia, the history of Survival of the Fittest. All of your favorite indie performers of that time have won or participated in Survival of the Fittest. Samoa Joe, some guy named Tyler Black. He doesn't become famous at all. Styles, Roddy Strong. So it has been a star-studded cast of characters. Alex Shelley won the first one in ROH back in the early 2000s. This is when this was going on, and they brought it back recently as well for Ring of Honor currently. So Survival of the Fittest is an ongoing thing. I'm interested to see how they do it, when they do it, because it's also a 6-person free-for-all.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like a championship scramble with more steps.
Yeah, and without the title changing hands after every pin.
Yeah.
And the time limit.
And I like the championship scramble.
I like championship scramble
I'll
too.
I'll say it again. You know why I liked it? Because it didn't count towards championship records.
It was also Iron Man without it being Iron Man.
Yeah, it was just Iron Men. It was just a lot of men.
Tons of men.
Iron people.
Yeah. I do say Iron Survivor does a good job of splitting the difference between that. If you watch Iron Survivor NXT, I do Iron Survivor is one of those modes that you have to watch it to understand it. Because if you try to explain it to somebody, you're like, why? And then you watch it be executed and oh, we're doing well. How are the Yankees doing, by the way? Because I know you're looking.
4-4.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, Fannis got hit in the head with a bat.
Ow.
Yeah, Ramirez swung and let go of the bat and went over the screen.
At Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, Yankee Stadium.
Jesus. How hard was he swinging?
Cam Schiller's pitching, so pretty hard.
God. But anyway, yeah, that is Survival of the Fittest. I'm interested to see how it turns out, how you creatively do something like that. It's hard enough to do a triple threat match and make it look interesting. Now you're doubling with people. And it's elimination style.
Elimination style makes it cool.
Yeah, it does. Because it does truly become Survival of the Fittest. And with so many people, it's obviously no disqualification. Essentially anything goes. So you have a lot of room to do crazy shit and get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So interesting to see the participants are, who goes up for this. And also, hopefully Willow Nightingale gets better, whatever she's dealing with. Because it's one thing to drop out of a tournament. It's also another thing to drop out of a tournament and also relinquish the title, which means you're gone for a long time.
Yeah. It means it's not good news.
No, it's not good news. But I hope she does get better, because Willow Nightingale is a star in AEW, and she's a big reason for why the women's mid card is the way it is, because of her. She's essentially their Bailey. She's very much their Bailey.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, no. Yeah, she's early hugger Bailey.
I love me some Bailey.
Who doesn't love Pam? Pam is amazing. But with that being said, that is all we have for the show this week. We went before 9, very good. So I do want to see how the NHL finals are doing, or the NHL Stanley Cup finals. I keep on calling it the NHL finals. It's the Stanley Cup finals. Be what as may. But I do want to acknowledge some people. Number one, happy birthday to our original Hall of Famer, Dave Malkowicz.
Happy birthday, buddy. Love you, Dave.
As we are doing this show, as we've said before, for years and years at this point, we would not be here for as long as we were without Dave.
Dude, I wouldn't have a career without Dave.
Yeah. Dave's the reason I'm on the podcast.
At least it wouldn't be a good career.
Also we do want to I do want to acknowledge this person as well. I know I told you when I saw it, our little Johnny has grown up.
Yes, he has.
Little Johnny Vaz, I'll say his name. I don't mean to dox you, Johnny, but little Johnny Vaz.
Oh, you're doxed, kid. You're an adult now.
Little Johnny
You're lucky
Vaz.
I'm not swatting you.
A kid that we met with his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Vaz. Two of the great little Johnny Vaz. I really hope you understand how cool your parents are to us.
Dude, your parents rock.
Your parents, literally
metalheads.
Yeah, metalheads and giant wrestling nerds. Remember we did trivia at WrestleMania and they squashed everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
So little Johnny Vaz, a boy and his parents who we met by literally parking next to them before WrestleMania 33 outside tailgating, have followed us, have been great supporters of the show, and we appreciate them. They've just come out to our wrestling tailgates. Sometimes I'll hear from Mr. Vaz randomly on Instagram giving us updates of things that he knows. Like, I remember when we talked about WWE moving their headquarters, like, oh yeah, I have the original floor plans. I was like, what?
Excuse me?
Yeah. So I did the Jericho cruise because we have footage of that. So it is cool to see little John, because last time we saw little Johnny, he was still like what, almost in middle school?
A child.
He was a child, yeah. And now he's all grown up. You saw the picture. He's got long, he's a metalhead like his parents.
Yeah,
I
think the universe would heal if and be totally fine. We'd make up for the death of Harambe if he married Izzy.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, congratulations on graduating high school. Welcome to, I don't know where you're going to college, but have the most fun in college. Please do that. Also, here's another secret that I'm going to whisper to you right now. Don't leave college. It's a trap.
Yeah, because then you owe the debt.
Yeah. So if you stay in, you never have to pay it back. Also, just have so much fun. Have so much fun.
Technically correct.
Yeah. Take chances, make mistakes, and above all, get messy. That's the Miss Frizzle theology for you. But yes, congratulations, little Johnny, on graduating high school. Best of luck to you. And Mr. and Mrs. Baz, again, you guys are amazing. You're
keep rocking, guys.
Yeah, keep rocking. God, they're so cool.
We'll never fully get the let out of the water.
Yes, and happy birthday to our great dear friend Dave, who's probably talking somebody's ear off about wrestling or whatever's going on in his life right now. We miss you, Dave. I hope you're having a great birthday and all that stuff. Anything else we missed?
Yankees losing 5-4.
Oh, really? Damn, that was quick. That's what happens when you hit somebody in the head. Cam
Soler just got rocked. He got rocked. I mean, he's had a 1-5 ERA all season, so he's due.
He's
due to get rocked. Yankees don't play good against good teams, so it's to be expected.
Yeah, it's also, what is it? It's June. I'm not.
Yeah, dude, the June Boone swoon. It's here. They're gonna play very bad this month. I'm already prepared for it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. But with that being said, do we have anything else? Any people you want to acknowledge? Not the tribal chief.
Oh no.
No, not the tribal chief.
I'm good.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Before I go on a bit of a rant, which I will not be going on a rant since we don't do rants anymore because that's outdated and something that should have been left in 2019. Anywho, folks, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 445, cautiously Caucasian, which sounds like me when I was in private school and high school. I'm your host, King Ricky Rose. King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ, Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social media outlets. Like, share, subscribe. leave some comments, leave some reviews. We'd love to hear from all of you guys. Buy some of our fantastic merch. It is Pride Week, or Pride Month, sorry. It is Pride Month, sorry, Kay. It is Pride Month, and we have Pride merch available in our online merchandise shop, which we did some revamps of things. So go buy some merch, like the Two Frets, or Mr. Wild P, actually. The links all of that are in the description below, including the links to our parent, I guess we would say, website, Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast. Follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word, everywhere else. Again, the links are in the description below, or if you are watching, scan the QR code right next to my head. It will give you access to everything that you need for all things Wrestle Addict Radio, and especially King's Rings podcast. Good job, Will. You learned.
I remember.
You learned. And before I forget, Mr. Tarashok, you do want the results more than likely of the predictions that we did.
I'm scared, but go for it.
Don't be scared, because we all picked the same stuff, so we
right.
all got the same outcome. So remaining in first is Kay with 56 points. So everybody just bumped up 4. Will with 53, myself with 50.
Sol Ruka.
I know. Kay's gonna be mad because Kay thought that they picked Sol Ruka, but Kay picked Sol Ruka in Mance's overall war prediction, not in ours.
Yeah, they're different. They're different.
I went back and listened just to make sure for accuracy, and I am correct on that aspect. So yeah, Kay remains in the lead. We have guessed so far a total of 90 matches.
Jesus,
we're a little below pace, actually. I think from last year. I got to double check last year's.
We did a lot of matches last year.
We did a lot last year, so we're a little bit below pace from last year. But we're getting there. We're gonna have a big June. We got Night of Champions. We've got Forbidden Door. And who knows what the hell AAA is gonna do. We want to decide to go that route as well, because AAA is a lot of fun. Will Tarashok, take me home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, it's Willie T. I'm not that white, Rick. You're not going to get me singing Country Roads.
Thank God.
John Denver belongs wherever he is. And it's definitely tell you, it's not in West Virginia. It's funny because the song's with the Shenandoah River, which is in Virginia. So that's fun.
I don't care.
Although we did do a bachelor party, Nash's bachelor party in West Virginia, and it was dirt fucking cheap. So
yeah. Because it's West Virginia.
Shout out to West Virginia. It always smelled a little bit like coal.
Oh, man. All right, folks. Let's get out of here. When we come back maybe next week, we are going to talk about tournament updates, whatever's going on in WWE, the build to King, Queen of the Ring, whatever's going on with Cerebral Pittas and TBS Championship, the Owen Hart tournament, or we might just take a break. I feel like we deserve it. I don't know. Who knows? By the way, and who knows we'll even be here if the Knicks sweep. So I will say that, yeah.
The world might end.
The world might end if the Knicks win. They might parade the Statue of Liberty through the streets of New York. I don't know how they'll do it, but it's possible. They'll find a way. They'll find a way. With that being said, just for the sake of chaos and for chaos 6, Knicks in 6. At some point, listen, we need the Knicks to win, because that just makes the Danhausen lore that much better.
You ready, Ricky?
Yeah.
Spurs in 5.
I
don't watch basketball, but that's what I'm going with.
Goodness, Jesus Christ. Hopefully no Knicks, hopefully no pure Knicks fans outside of Charles listens to this. But we'll see what happens. So until next time, folks, goodbye, good night. We'll see you soon. And fuck you, Slack. Yeah. See you next week, folks. Or maybe. This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast. I will say this, though. Spurs in 5 is plausible.
It'd be nuts. I mean, because what? The Knicks haven't played in like a week, right? Because this series went 7.
That happened the last round, too, where the Knicks swept the 76ers and didn't play for a week, and then went to the conference finals and swept them again. So, like...
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's really funny. So I went to get my hair cut several weeks ago, and my barber, who's this older black gentleman, really cool guy. You know, we have conversations and whatnot while you're cutting my hair.
Of course.
And he's like, the Knicks are going to the finals and going to win. And I was like, no. This is when they were facing the Hawks in the first round. He's like, we're going to take care of the Hawks. We're going to sweep the 76ers. We're going to some time off. We're going to sweep whomever, and we're going to go to the finals and win. Because by the time whoever faces off in the Western Conference Finals. He's like, it's gonna go the distance, and
Yeah,
they're
they're
gonna
gonna be gassed.
and they're gonna be worn out. And so far, everything he said is correct. So I'm very scared.
Dude, barbers just know, dude. They know something. Me and my barber, when I got my haircut, also, it was a really fast haircut. I did it in like 17 minutes.
Oh, wow, that's really fast.
Yeah, I didn't like it. He didn't do a good job. I'm not going back there. But Rocky 5 was on TV. We both promptly shit on it properly. So that was fun.
Yeah, God, the Knicks winning is scary.
Next thing you're gonna tell me the Jets are gonna win.
No, we can only go so far. We can only go so far with the Jets winning. I sent Charles this video. So have you seen the videos like all the Knicks fans going crazy outside of MSG every time they win?
Yeah.
So there's this one guy, I might have said this last week, I don't know. Maybe I did. But there's this one guy in a luchador mask.
It's Chad Gable.
It's not Chad Gable. Although that would have been hysterical if it was Chad. Like him being a Knicks fan from Minnesota.
Well, the Timberwolves are kind of suck, so it's possible.
Timberwolves lost in like the second round or something. So this guy's in a luchador mask, like a Nick Color luchador mask, and he's like, he's clearly of like Hispanic or Latin descent. And he's like, my mom just died. My dad got deported. My girlfriend cheated on me. I just lost my job. But the Knicks.
The Knicks.
So I was like, my God, we're cooked. We're cooked. The best part about New York sports potentially is the Knicks because no one cares about the Brooklyn Nets. No one gives a shit. But like outside of the yeah. The Knicks essentially are the only Canes are 1-0. Thank you. Canes scored 2 seconds in. Jesus Christ. The only unifying sports franchise in New York, because they don't really have an actual natural competitor, is the Knicks.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
You know, so like it's the one
team.
It's the one team that everybody rallies behind in New York.
Yeah, because everyone thinks of the Nets as just New Jersey, which
correct they are. Well, they're actually Long Island.
That's even worse.
Well, it was the Nets were in the ABA, and they were the Long Island Nets for the most part, and they played in Nassau Coliseum. And the reason Nassau Coliseum got big was not because of the Islanders in the 80s, because a decade before that, we had this up-and-coming phenomenal athlete called Julius Erving.
Ooh, Dr. J.
Dr. J, who's originally from Hempstead, but went to high school. He moved and went to high school in Roseville, but he's originally from Hempstead. And he was this freak nature of an athlete. And the lore of Dr. J essentially is his best highlights aren't recorded because it was in the ABA and not the NBA.
Oof.
So like no one actually like
no one knows how good he was.
No one knows how like from a video perspective, yeah. Like when he got into the NBA, he was on like the downslope of his career.
Damn.
And he still won an NBA title.
He's still one of the best of all time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the crazy thing about Dr. J. But yeah, Dr. J is like you go into the Coliseum, and I believe also in Brooklyn, you will see Dr. J's jersey in the rafters. Damn.
Well, I mean, he is a legend. So yeah, I guess like the only real competition for like New York basketball is like Syracuse. College basketball. Are they even
Syracuse isn't great.
I know. I say they're not even good anymore. They used to be really good.
No, Carmelo's son is on the team now, though. Keon, who went to my high school.
Keon Anthony. What a name.
I didn't name the child. But
dude, so I was talking to this guy. Okay, yeah. This guy the other day, I was talking to him. His name is Gibson McCracken.
What?
Dude, McCracken. Gibson, like Mel Gibson, McCracken. I was like, bro, the coolest name I've ever heard.
I knew a McCracken in college, but he wasn't Gibson.
His name
McCracken.
is Gibson McCracken.
The Gibson is what makes that name.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I knew McCracken, but I did not know. I knew a Pat McCracken, Pat Mac.
Oh, also, I started playing D&D. Like
how is that for you
in real life?
Like so not like an online party?
No, like in person. So my cousin's been doing it with his friends for a while. He's like, I'm trying to get a new game going. You down? I'm like, yes.
Okay.
100%. So we did like our test run last week.
How was it?
And it's a lot. It's a lot of work, actually.
Well, because you have to develop a character. And,
Yeah.
and
You got to develop a character, skill points back on. Like there's an online like portal you can use to create your character and like.
you can visualize it.
Yeah, you can visualize a little more, and then you get the board. And he has a 3D printer, so he prints out a bunch of shit for it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, it's fun. My name is Daffodus. I am.
So you picked it off of Daffy.
Yep.
Nice.
My name is Daffodus. I am a halfling rogue. So I'm just a thief.
Okay.
And like the backstory is, so like, you know, the halflings all live in like the Shire realm. It's like a field.
Okay.
Giant field. So I'm like, yeah, like he got banished from his homeworld. So his whole motivation is to become so famous that his homeworld was completely irrelevant. Like he just wants them to be dead or destroyed. He just wants them forgotten and irrelevant, which is funny because that's what hobbits always want, to be forgotten and irrelevant. So
that's interesting. So your dungeon master must be really good because D&D does depend on a really good dungeon master.
No, my cousin's doing it. So he has this whole story written out, this whole like this world and everything. So we literally just played like we approached raiding a bandit camp. Now we're going back to the bar, like the inn tavern, and just kind of talking about stuff going on our main quest. So because I've never played it, his girlfriend's in there, she's never played it. And then my cousin Christopher and then his two friends have played it for a while, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah, if you have a good dungeon, from what I've read, if you have a good dungeon master, the game's fantastic.
Yeah. So this is Christopher's first time being DM. But I'm like, okay, let's do it. It sounds fun.
Yeah. It'll really help your creativity.
It's nerdy as shit.
It's extremely nerdy. But it's listen, it's a good way to use your creativity in different ways, and you have to develop a character. Like it's hard.
So it's like, as a halfling, you get if you sneak up on someone, you get double damage. So it's like, and like, so I flanked him, snuck up behind the leader, and I roll my dice. He goes, "All right, you kill him. How do you want to kill him?" I'm like, "Oh, I get to choose." He's like, "Yeah, you get to choose." So it's like, "All right." I come up from the back, and I have two daggers. I stab him in both eyes from the back.
Oh, that's like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah, right. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then the other guy, I did like whirlwind action. I did like this and cut off both of his arms.
That's awesome. You ever listen or watch Critical Role?
No, but it's like a D&D podcast kind of thing.
They're an extremely popular D&D podcast.
Yeah, no, it's it makes sense. It's just like, okay, well, it's gonna, you know, I'm sure with the proper editing with like downtime, you can make it succinct. Yeah, that would be really interesting if you get creative enough and you can be a visual storyteller. Absolutely.
There's another podcast I listened to. I don't know if it was Critical Role or not, but it wasn't D&D, but they did a D&D like story with Marvel characters. And it was like
fun.
And it
That's
was
really fun, actually. That's really cool.
Spider-Man was, because I listened to it, it was fucking hysterical. Because you didn't have to roll or anything. They were just playing out a story, and it was like Spider-Man wanted to have people over for a Christmas party. So he invited like Vision and Colossus, who was playing for the New York Giants at the time.
I mean, that fits.
You know, and a bunch of other people. It was really funny. So yeah, I don't. Listen to Critical Role might help you just to get an idea of like what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're like the first people booked at New York Comic Con every fucking year. Is Critical Role. They have a crazy following.
So I know the basics. Like it's like, oh, you want to get your dexterity up. It's like, okay, I know what dexterity is.
Yeah,
I've played enough Elder Scrolls or video games to understand what all the stats mean.
Of course,
but
yeah.
Just gets like, okay, roll your 12. I'm like, what? I got this. Like, which dice do I roll? Or it's like, I don't know, what's your critical? Now you got to get your
own dice too.
Yeah. Well, no, they all have dice.
They had dice.
So, yeah, they have plenty of dice. So it's like, okay, what's your stat boost? It's like kind of getting that stuff down and knowing where to look. But like once we get in a roll. And like pardon the pun, and we actually get going. We'll do we did that bandit camp, and like there's 6 of them. There's 5 of us, maybe in like an hour and change. But like doing that would be like, okay, this is 6. There's 5 of us, 5 rolls. Like that would just be
It's taking those open world role playing games and video games and doing it like on paper.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it is. Like when we finished, it was like congrats, because we finished everything in like 3 moves. It's like congratulations. That whole hour took up 18 seconds. Yeah, 18 seconds of like in-game time. We're like, woo! We did it. Because each turn is 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. God, yeah, it's a lot. So, are you keeping track of your own stats, or is the DM doing that all for you?
No, DM pretty much does all that.
Okay.
Just a little bit of math. Like I have my stats pulled up on the website, which he can also access through the campaign he made. And then he has his book, which he's reading off of for like the certain events.
Yeah.
And then whatever like math, because he has to roll for the like if I attack a wolf, he has to roll for the wolf.
He has to roll for the enemy that's
Yeah.
attacking.
So he has to roll for them and then do the math.
Yeah.
So it's like, did I hit him? He's like, give me a second. Yep, you hit him. Is he dead? No.
No.
How much health does he have left? Oh. Some. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now I see where this gets annoying. Because it's like, well, how many people are in this bandit camp? He's like, you see 3. But there could be more.
More. Yeah.
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I go scout it out. So I'm like, yeah, no, it does get really, really in depth, and you really can do whatever you want to do. Like, so like my cousin's girlfriend was a druid.
Okay.
So, like, one of her abilities is like she can like talk to animals or like kind of like herd them.
Okay.
So she didn't want to kill the wolf. She wanted to get the wolf on her side, and then so she rolled and she's like, oh, I got a 1. It's like, well, you just the wolf and it told you to fuck off because it bit you.
Nice. Yeah. D&D is it's a commitment though.
It is. We're doing
It's
try to
a
do it once a
commitment.
week. So we're doing it again this Friday.
Okay, that works out. It's like poker night for nerds.
Exactly.
That's really all it is. So that's cool. That being said, it is 9:00. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, free world.
Go
We'll see you
Knicks.
soon.
I
Yeah,
guess.
even who knows? Listen,
Why not?
They've got to beat a 7'4" Frenchman that can shoot threes with ease.
Good luck.
Yeah, and he's only 22, so he's only going to get better.
Aim for the knees.